Good morning. So, it is official as if the color changing in the trees was not enough. We have our termination dust, as it's called up here. It's the first dusting of snow on the mountaintops. The inevitable is upon us. What is that line from, oh shit. Stoner moment. Game of Thrones, winter is coming. I've never watched the show. You kind of lost me with the incest in the beginning. Like, I get it, that part is actually pretty accurate for the era they are replicating in fantasy realm, but still. And I honestly, not many people know about George R.R. Martin's Wild Card series. That was a good series. And I think it's like a branch off of Game of Thrones. I'm not 100%. It's been a couple of years since I read it, but I really enjoyed that series. It was good. So might be doing a live stream on Monday. The boys want to go back out to Mirror Lake and try and actually go fishing because Dad is throwing a little bit of a hissy fit. The day of his wedding, when he was supposed to be fishing before and after, he, I think, got to cast all of a couple of times before he got pulled away from the water. So him's not so happy. And then come to find out throughout the course of the wedding, hubby and I never got any pictures together. So, new mom wants pictures of the two oldest adopted kids, I guess is how we would put it, because we're not technically blood. Little bit of backstory about Dad for new subscribers and those who don't know. He is of no biological relation to me. We do kind of look alike, but we attribute that to just our genes in general. Similar ancestry, but he started out as just my husband's boss. And he's a contractor. Has his own business, and this was 5-6 years ago, I think, something like that. Back when my husband was still drinking. Anyway, he found out that Isaiah, my youngest, doesn't have a grandpa up here, that all of his grandpas are down in the lower 48. So he looked at Isaiah dead in the face and said, "You can call me Grandpa James." And from that day on, completely took over the role of grandpa. He taught the boy how to fish. He's been teaching the boy what it means to work and earn an honest living. Boy's been on the work site learning and working. I have to say that, child labor laws and all, since he was about 12. And it kind of started from there. He started being more of a mentor figure towards my husband during the off time. And we kind of ended up becoming like his adopted family anyway. Because he was a loner, he ended up spending most of his time over at our house, and friendship kind of grew from there. But one day, I was out on the work site with the boys. I can't remember why. I think I was just dropping off lunch. You know how contractors get. Sometimes if they're not reminded to eat, they won't eat. And I was trying to get James's attention, and it was one of those, James, no answer. James, no answer. James, no answer. Fine. Dad, huh? That's how it started. So, get everybody caught back up. That's who I'm referring to when I say dad. And he got my husband to quit drinking. Thank the Lord. You know, the Lord really does work in mysterious ways, and he picks who he chooses to use, and it's not always a Christian that he will use. You know? And I find, and that's comforting to know that, you know, just because you're not a Christian doesn't mean that God still can't use you. But anywho, enough of my morning rant and storytelling. You guys stay safe, stay blessed, stay weather aware. I will show y'all the mount real quick. My phone case stand won't go that far, but right over there's our first dusting. And then if I pan here, you can kind of see in the background over there, first dusting. Now generally what happens here is they will the line will come down, go up, come down, go up. When it hits about halfway down the mountain and stays there, we know we only have like a couple of weeks left. So there you go. Y'all stay safe, and I will catch you guys on the next one.